Hello, Days of Our Lives fans. Welcome back to another exciting edition of TV Days Drama Digest. Today, we're diving deep into one of the biggest questions haunting fans of the show. Did Clyde Weston really die? After the shocking events that unfolded in the most recent episode, we're left on the edge of our seats, wondering if Salem's notorious villain has finally met his end, or if, as we all suspect, this is just another twist in his long and treacherous story. If you missed the action-packed episode, don't worry, we've got you covered. Let's take a closer look at what went down and analyze what might be next for Clyde Weston, whether it's the end of the line or just another page in his unpredictable saga. As viewers know, the tension between Clyde and Chad reached its boiling point in the latest episode. With Abigail's body still a mystery and Clyde the prime suspect, Chad had finally cornered him. For weeks, fans have been eagerly awaiting the truth about what happened to Abigail, and with Chad's determination to uncover the dark secrets, we thought we might finally get the answers we've all been waiting for. But just when it seemed like Chad was about to get the truth from Clyde, when he was moments away from confessing what he did to Abigail's body, everything took a shocking turn. Katerina, Kat's mother, who had been manipulated by Clyde for so long, entered the scene and changed the course of everything. Katerina, once again under Clyde's twisted influence, had finally snapped. The moment was electric with suspense as she pulled out the gun and fired. The shot rang out, and Clyde collapsed to the ground, blood seeping through his shirt. Katerina had shot Clyde in the chest, leaving him motionless on the floor. Chad, stunned by the unexpected turn of events, could only watch as Katerina stood over Clyde's seemingly lifeless body. It was a dramatic moment, one that had fans questioning whether this was the final chapter for the dangerous criminal who had caused so much chaos in Salem over the years. But here's the catch: we never actually saw Clyde's final breath. The camera cut away just before we could confirm if he was truly gone. Could this mean that Clyde's death isn't as final as it appears? With Days of Our Lives known for its unpredictable twists, there's a good chance this isn't the last we've seen of Clyde Weston. As the episode ended, the fate of Clyde Weston was left hanging in the balance. And that uncertainty is what has fans buzzing with speculation. Days of Our Lives has a notorious history of resurrecting characters, sometimes in the most unexpected ways. Could Clyde, the villain who has always seemed to slip out of the tightest situations, be one of the lucky, or unlucky, depending on your perspective, characters to survive yet another deadly encounter? Clyde has faced death before. In fact, he's been in numerous life-threatening situations, only to come back stronger and more devious each time. From his early days in Salem to his recent dark alliances with dangerous characters like Katerina and the underworld, Clyde has always found a way to cheat death, or at least leave us guessing about his fate. This time, however, we're left with more questions than answers. When Katerina fired that fatal shot, it wasn't the kind of dramatic, cinematic final moment that usually signals a character's true death. There was no gasp of breath, no slow-motion collapse to the floor. We saw the blood, sure, but we didn't see Clyde's lifeless eyes staring up at the ceiling. And that, dear fans, is where the drama begins. Could Clyde be playing possum, waiting for the right moment to strike back? Perhaps, in true Days of Our Lives fashion, he's been secretly whisked away to a hospital or hidden lair where he can recover and regroup. It's not out of the realm of possibility, especially given his track record for surviving against all odds. Actor James Reed, who has portrayed the villainous Clyde Weston since 2014, has dropped some intriguing hints about the possibility of Clyde's return. In an interview, Reed himself teased that Days of Our Lives is notorious for resurrecting the dead. "You can never say never on a soap opera," Reed said. "They've brought back characters from the dead before, and I wouldn't be surprised if Clyde is just one more example of that." For fans of the show, this statement adds fuel to the fire. James Reed's words give us hope that Clyde may not be gone for good. He's an actor with deep ties to the character, and his willingness to hint at Clyde's potential return suggests that this may not be the end of the road for the dangerous criminal. While Reed has not confirmed any future appearances, the very fact that he's leaving the door open for a return speaks volumes. Days of Our Lives has a history of keeping characters alive in unexpected ways, whether through near-death experiences, medical miracles, or sheer luck. Given Clyde's knack for escaping sticky situations, it's possible we haven't seen the last of him yet. If we take a step back and examine the situation, one popular theory among fans is that Clyde may not be truly dead, but rather in a coma or unconscious state. It's not uncommon for soap operas to have characters seemingly die, only to later reveal that they were in a coma or temporarily incapacitated. This would allow the writers to bring Clyde back when the time is right, either for revenge or to cause even more chaos in Salem. Think about it, if Clyde were to be in a coma, the implications would be huge. He could wake up at any moment, ready to resume his mission of manipulating and controlling the people around him. With characters like Chad, Kat, and Katerina still dealing with the aftermath of his influence, a return from Clyde would be devastating for their emotional well-being, and the drama would continue to escalate. Alternatively, it's also possible that Clyde has been cleverly staged to appear dead, only to make a dramatic return later on. After all, who better to pull off a fake death than a man who has spent his entire life deceiving others? Even if Clyde's death was permanent, which, again, we have yet to confirm, his legacy will live on. His manipulations have left deep scars in Salem, and his actions have triggered a series of events that will continue to affect the characters for a long time. The mystery of Abigail's body, for example, is far from resolved, and the secrets surrounding her death may be the key to unraveling even more shocking revelations down the line. But if Clyde does indeed survive, the drama would only intensify. His quest for power and control could take on a new level of danger, especially with the knowledge that Katerina, his former ally, has betrayed him. Imagine the showdown between Clyde and Katerina, not to mention the continued tension between Clyde and Chad, who will stop at nothing to uncover the truth. His return would undoubtedly create a new wave of suspense and intrigue, especially as he seeks revenge for those who have wronged him. His vendetta against Chad and others in Salem would surely escalate, setting the stage for even more explosive confrontations in the future. So, is Clyde Weston really dead? Days of Our Lives thrives on its unpredictable twists, and this one could be no different. With his long history of surviving death, Clyde's fate is still up in the air, leaving fans with bated breath and fingers crossed that he'll return to wreak havoc once again. What do you think, viewers? Will Clyde return to torment Salem once more, or is this finally the end for him? We'll be keeping a close eye on future episodes to see where this storyline leads. We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.